Good morning, YouTube. It's your boy Zulu Gutter. Like, share, subscribe. Early Sunday morning on the way to work, man. I get it in, man. I don't stop. You know, during this Trump administration, I don't know what they talking about. Your boy don't stop. You know, if I go 5 days a week, it's because I have to take a break, man. But I'm pushing 6, 7, man. It don't stop over here. I ain't gonna never stop. Feel me? But I wanted to discuss something with y'all, man. That I know all too knowingly well that's not being talked about, being brought to the forefront. Uh, this is a real important issue that I'm bringing forth. Um, a lot of brothers don't like to admit it. With the male shaming culture, just everything they do in regards to males, attacking the patriarchy, uh, the farce of the toxic masculinity claim, trying to diminish masculinity altogether. And then a lot of men have been put into a trance to where they think it's not manly to speak out, or it's more manly just to take and deal with certain things and be quiet about it, which is not true. It's not the case, right? So, I just want to speak up and speak out for the brothers who um, have went through situations like I have, where the female was just uncooperative, uncontrollable, um, out of control, and from a control aspect of not keeping herself in a conducive manner, not necessarily having to do with you controlling her. Uh, you know, the unwillingness of her not to follow your lead. You come home and your home is in complete chaos. You have to hear all types of verbal assaults and complaints and comparisons and um, disrespect. I want to speak out for the brothers who go through that. And then, like, the relationship goes south. It's a very unhealthy relationship once it gets to a certain point, whether it started out good or not. Um, I know what you guys go through. I really do. I know what you guys go through. You know, I know that your relationship ended and you done absolutely nothing to anybody but be a good person, be a hardworking man. You know, I told guys both my situations within a 6 year period, 7 year period, you know, where I did absolutely nothing. I didn't cheat. I wasn't abusive. The only thing the females could ever say to me was I was born and I worked a lot. But here's the thing, right? I think Lar Movement did a video yesterday or a few videos back where he talked about how uh, something I always believed in. He talked about how, like, men or just people in general are, you're working every day and you're taking care of your business and you're having to deal with other people's opinions or try to be pushed into settings where you have to deal with people who do nothing for you. Or maybe it was that Angry Man. Well, Lar Movement had something similar to that in one of his last few videos. But Angry Man said that, I believe, yesterday in the video in regards to breaking down the lies people tell on Donald Trump. He talked about how, nobody did nothing for him at one particular time. And then when he got with the girl that he has with now, nobody did nothing for her. And they struggled to where at times they couldn't do nothing for each other, but they stuck it out. Now it's just like they work together, So in that aspect, when you do find a good woman who understands the grind or understand who's contributing and who's important, whose input is important, that's very key. But it's very rare also. Very few guys can get a woman from ground up like that. Um, these ladies these days come entitled. They come with unreasonable expectations. They come with a lot of unneeded outside input and influences. And when they really when they really have the opportunity to get with a man, they have so much going on that you can't even cover the basics and do the basics with them. You know, you go to work, whether you work one or two jobs, got a good career, you making that money come through. You paying the bills, or you doing 50-50, 60-40, 70-30. Y'all got a clean house, decent apartment, clean house. You might even got a house that y'all buying, paying a mortgage on. You riding good, she riding good, but she wants to do extra stuff. She wants to go out more. She wants to advertise on social media, put everything on public display. She wants you to go sit in front of her social security construct, dressed up, suit, tie, button down, whatever, and everybody talk about resumes and people's business and, you know, the thing that she has going on that has nothing to do with y'all taking care of each other, paying each other, paying the bills together, stacking money together and building a future, retirement. I always talk about retirement, fast and as comfortable as possible, starting a little small business, buying into a franchise. It has nothing to do with her social security and what she has going on. It does if it's not sticking to the script, you know. And guys really bust their ass, and it's never enough. And they make the unfulfillment claim against you, or saying you're not doing this and doing that, lying on you, slandering you, just as well as just treating you bad with just a lot of discontent, disrespect within your household, within your relationship. It's like going out there in the streets, getting in fights, shootouts, or getting sent off to war. You know, black women contribute to a black man's post-traumatic stress syndrome, and it's being hinted on, but nobody's really nailed it. Like, hey man, you give me post-traumatic stress. Like they know you go through shit, and they know that black women have gone over the top with this attitude and shit, man. You know, so I know it's some guys out there walking around suffering. Like now, guys can have bad reactions too. Guys can go the fuck off. One guy can flip out one day. He may put hands on them. I hope that he doesn't. I was in a situation where it got so bad I was ready to put hands on him. But I didn't. I knew I couldn't do that. So I had to really process what do I need to do to figure this shit out. Between the female's bad behavior, bad attitude, verbal abuse, petty games, instigation, and what you would call provoking. I had to really figure something out. And then what made things even worse is when you get back to a female social security, when she's doing all that, you got dudes a part of that social security that won't say, hey, look, man, that shit right there, what you doing ain't cool. They won't stand up for another brother, or they won't even be transparent. They, like I said, they'll go to that not say anything type posture and position that's been falsely taught to us, where they should say something to where, it could be helpful to not necessarily take sides, but calm the situation down, right? But you got those dudes and you got the rest of the yes men and yes women enabling the bad energy, right? So when I knew that, I was like, okay. I said, man, let me call. Luckily, this female had a father. Luckily, I was lucky. Something said, man, call her father. And I was just honest with him, like, man, I'm ready to put hands on her, man. Please come get her. She's doing this, she's doing that. I have done nothing but go to work and come home and bust my ass. You know, and said no to stuff that made no sense. That was a problem too. Saying no more than enough for them sets them off. Um, man, I had cleaned my house for 6 months. Man, I was working anywhere from eight to 16 hours a day, 6 days a week, and I would have to come home literally for like that toward the end of that relationship for the last 6 months, do all that and clean the house and mow the yard, walk the dog, do most of the cooking and the laundry. Like it was ridiculous, man. And when I explained to him that the only thing she has against me is I'm boring and I work a lot, but I'm not a cheater, I'm not abusive. And we did do date nights and we did go out, but I wasn't gonna go out, no, 4 times in one week. Most of the time I went out once a week. Sometimes I would go out twice a week. Then you had holidays, and we would rotate holidays between families. And then you had vacation time. So I did normal shit. I couldn't do all that extra, happy hour, all types of different groups of friends. There's one party after another, plus try to keep up with date night and all once or twice a week. You know, I'm looking at myself 3, 4, 5 nights a week going out spending money. No, no, wasn't gonna do it. So, when I explained this to her father, and the fact that not only that, you know, she got her other little dude at her job. Her job was the problem. When she got that job, that was the problem. But she had all these yes people plus the dude co-signing this bullshit behavior. Basically just mistreating me. Like, now, if you want to leave, leave. Not a problem. Not a problem. I didn't have a problem with that. When she wanted to leave, I said, well, you can leave whenever you want to. Let's just be respectful and let's not create no drama, no mess. And I would really like it to be private. You just go your way and I go my way. Well, when she started acting crazy and starting a lot of stuff, broadcasting it publicly and smearing me and slandering me, and I ain't, like I said, I hadn't done nothing. I realized what it was about. It was about that I wouldn't submit to her. Me being a man, I wouldn't submit to her and let her control me. You know, that during the course of that relationship, I always wonder, why does she always keep asking me to do stupid shit that doesn't add up, doesn't make any sense. And then after the breakup, she was even mad because I wouldn't chase her. I wouldn't break down and chase her to try to get her back. You know, and I've always been like, since past my early 20s, I always told myself, like, because I did that back and forth shit when I was young. Y'all break up to make up. She go mess with other people. You go mess with other people. You cheat. She cheats. Y'all still stay together. See, I had got that shit out of my system in my early 20s. So I don't do all that old, well, we break up for a little bit, stay friends, and you go see other people, and then you can come back. It's a possibility we can get back together. No, I'm not doing all that. I'm too old for that stupid shit. You know. So at the time I was like 37. You can damn near the same age I am now. So now your boy not doing all that. That's crazy shit. But I said, man, like I'm literally ready to put hands on him. Running in and out of our house, our brand new house, that I worked hard for, that I've been cleaning up by myself the last 6 months. Her father's like, man, she's done me like that. I know how she can get. This is what her father said. I wasn't lying. He said, I seen you working hard and try to have something, and she's never had this before. She's never lived with a man before. She's never had the opportunity to have a brand new home. He was like, man, can we work it out? I'm like, nah, we can't work it out because she's been disrespectful to the point to where I literally should have put my hands on her, but I cannot risk going to jail. And she actually brought people in the house and the dude she was messing with in the house, which had got me to that point. and I had to put a stop to it. So now, once her father took her out the house, you know, she claimed that she was gonna put charges on me for being abusive. I laughed and joked at the shit. Thought it was funny. But that's the game they play. See, they play a reverse game with the quickness. They start all the shit, play a reverse game, and start crying and play victim. When in reality, the person who is taking the assault is you as the man. So I want you guys to understand, man, that women have dished out a lot of damage and a lot of pain out here amongst men, and the real core of it, the real detail of it being narrowed down to the contribution to post-traumatic stress really needs to be discussed amongst us. You know, because I've got horror stories that I don't even really realize. Sometimes I don't realize that I'm alive. You know, we all know the many dudes who get killed, get in altercations behind females. We all know. And everybody really doesn't look at the common denominator as the female in between the two dudes who was being promiscuous, cheating. You never know what she said about one dude to the other dude. You know, because like I said, they play games like that. So you got a lot of fallen brothers who didn't make it through females creating post-traumatic stress syndrome amongst men. You got a lot of brothers that didn't make it. A lot of brothers are dead in jail. You know, a lot of brothers threw things away by going overboard, getting upset, and actually putting hands on the female. And she might have deserved it, but you know, you still can't do it. So this is something to think about, man. Something to really talk about, man. You know, I'm not gonna shame you for getting upset or emotional when you get mistreated by a female. I'm not gonna do that because I know what they do. I've been there. You know, I've been there. And don't listen to these guys. Now you should control it or process it better. You shouldn't lose control and get locked up, hurt anybody, you know, or get yourself killed. But it is normal and okay for you to feel upset, hurt about some disrespect and mistreatment, especially when you done absolutely nothing but work hard to be a good guy, you know? So I'm gonna get out of here, man. This is your boy Zulu Gutter. Like, share, subscribe. I'm on my way to work. Like I said, man, 6-7 days a week over here, man. 5 days, man, it's only because I need some sleep. You know what I'm saying? But y'all be straight. Y'all be cool. I'm out. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.